The Age of Nation-States, Chapter 22. To start the Crimean War, Russia wanted to extend its control over the Ottoman provinces Moldavia and Wallachia. On March 28, 1854, France and Britain declared war on Russia in alliance with the Ottoman Empire. This is the Russian fortress of Sevastopol, which fell to the French and British, which thereafter both sides moved to end the war, resulting in the Treaty of Paris of 1856. The treaty required Russia to surrender territory near the mouth of the Danube River, to recognize the neutrality of the Black Sea, and to renounce its claims to protect Orthodox Christians in the Ottoman Empire. The end of the Crimean War shattered the concert of Europe, as seen here, as a means of dealing with international relations on the continent. Hatti Sharif of Guhain was a decree issued by the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire that attempted to reorganize the empire's administration and military along the European lines. Ottoman reformers established a parliament in 1877, but the Sultan retained most political authority. Hatti Humayun was a decree that abolished torture and allowed foreigners to acquire some forms of property, as well as establish the rights of non-Muslims. Carboni were charcoal burners, which were the most famous of the secret Republican societies founded throughout Italy. Giuseppe Mazzini is pictured here. After the failure of the nationalist uprising in Italy in 1831, he became the most important nationalist leader in Europe and brought new energy to the cause. This is Garibaldi, which between 1830s and the 1840s, Garibaldi and Mazzini led insurrections and continued to conduct what amounted to guerrilla warfare. This is Victor Emmanuel I, and in 1852 he chose Count Camillo Cavour as his prime minister. He is painted here. He used an opportunistic alliance with France against Austria and military interventions in the Papal states and southern Italy to secure Italian unification. This is Wilhelm I, who became king in his own right in 1861. This is Otto von Bismarck, who served as Prussian representative to the German Confederation, then Prussian ambassador to Russia, and then ambassador to France before Wilhelm I appointed him to prime minister. Highlighted here on the map is a Zollverein, which was trade unions that allowed major states in the German Confederation to continue to trade with each other. The Danish War resulted in the Danish defeat, which increased Bismarck's personal prestige and strengthened his political hand. This is the proclamation of the German Empire in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles on January 18th, 1871, after the defeat of France. This is Adolf Thurines, who negotiated the Treaty of Frankfurt. The Paris Commune intended to administer Paris separately from the rest of France. This is Marshal Patrice Makonnen, a conservative army officer elected as the president of the Third Republic. This is Captain Alfred Dreyfus. French military court found him guilty of passing secret information to the German army. The Dreyfus affair was the prosecution of the captain who was found guilty. The Compromise of 1867 transformed the Habsburg Empire into a dual monarchy known as Austria-Hungary. Franz Joseph was coronated in 1867. These are the nationalities within the Habsburg Empire. The patchwork appearance reflects the unusual problem of numerous ethnic groups that the Habsburgs could not meld into a modern national state. This is Tsar Alexander II, who instituted the most extensive restructuring of Russian society and administration since Peter the Great, including the abolition of serfdom in February 1861, despite opposition from nobility and landlords. This is Alexander Herzen, a prominent critic of the Tsar, who also published Who is to Blame?, the first purely social novel in Russian literature. This is the assassination of Tsar Alexander II, which occurred on March 1st, 1881. This is a political cartoon about the Second Reform Act, which increased the number of voters. Large number of male working-class voters have been admitted to the electorate. This is William Gladstone, who was Prime Minister from 1868 to 1874. His ministry witnessed the accumulation of classical British liberalism. This is the Ballot Act of 1872, introduced voting by secret ballot. This is the Education Act of 1870. For the first time in British history, the government assumed responsibility for establishing and running elementary schools. And this is Charles Stewart Parnell, the leader of the Irish movement for a just land settlement and for home rule. Thank you.